Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. And I know it's been a little while. I've been moving out of my house or whatever, so no more videos in my house. We'll see what the future holds with that. Hopefully my future man cave will be even better than what I had. I told you guys before that I was gonna do these undrafted guys, talk about the undrafted guys. Those of you that followed me for more than a year, you know that before I've done these undrafted guys in videos. I talked about them in success. I know a lot of other YouTubers don't talk about them because, they're just undrafted guys. Most of them don't make the team anyway. But it's cool to see some of these guys come through because, again, Tony Romo was an undrafted guy. Barry Church was an undrafted guy. Cole Beasley was an undrafted guy. Like Ron Leary, like Dan Bailey. Like, you look at guys like that has come through this team of the Dallas Cowboys and have had some success with this team. Now, some of them gone on to other teams and continue their careers and just almost like they were drafted players. Other players had their whole careers with the Dallas Cowboys and things of that nature. So, Cowboys have many successful undrafted guys, many of them. And I think Miles Austin was one too. So, yeah. So you look at that, you look at all of these guys, and, this team has a lot of them, like I said. So as I talk about them, I think that they're important because, these undrafted guys matter too. You know what I mean? Like, they have the most uphill battle because they weren't drafted. They don't really have sponsors on the team, so they got to come in under their own merits, and they just got to fight twice as hard as other players do. Now, there are some spots on this team that some of these guys, depending on what their position are a little light, or they can use an upgrade. So if they come in here and show some grit, or they show that they're worth being on this team, hell, you never know. They might get an opportunity to get a roster spot on this team. Now, as we get into this, the first one I'm going to talk about is Garrett Marino. Those of you guys probably already heard of him. He's a defensive tackle out of UAB. A lot of these guys are small school guys, so they weren't really looked at or scouted as much as other people. He's 6'2", 290. Now, as a defensive tackle, you want your guy to be a little bigger than 290. And I know there's some reasons why he wasn't drafted was because of his size as well. Also, too, he's 26 years old. He's a 26-year-old rookie. He started a career, he's starting his NFL career. So by the time the season starts, he's going to be 26 years old. So he's going to be older than Dak Prescott. Think about that. And Dak Prescott's already been in the league for a season. So just put that in perspective. So, a lot of people are not going to give a guy like that a chance because he's an old rookie. Now, some teams might look at it and be like, okay, well, let's give him an opportunity. Even though he's 26, age-wise, he has less, wear and tear on his body. So we'll see what happens. Now, the good things about him, we'll say he's an impact. He's definitely an impact player. He's had 29 hurries on the quarterback. He had 8 sacks, 9 quarterback hits in 2019. Yeah. Last season. So he's put a lot of pressure on the quarterback with his hits and 29 hurries. Yeah, that's pretty good production from a defensive tackle position. Now, again, you're going against college talent. At 290, you're not gonna really, unless you got a lot of moves on you in your arsenal, you're not gonna be that you're not going to make that type of impact against pro guys because these guys know better. They've seen these swim moves and things of that nature. So, you got to come a little harder than that. He's athletic. He's great at both pass and run defending. That's a good thing. He had 90 tackles. He generated pressure over 13% of his snaps. So that's pretty good. When you look at 13% is small, but when you look at that you're generating pressure at that rate, that's still a good thing because, again, every time you're on the field, you're not always making a play. That's just with anybody, you know what I mean, on defense. Because, the ball may not come your way, things of that nature. So all that counts in a percentage. the fact that, you know, if you're on a team 100%, if you're on the field 90% of the time, and you've had, you know, over 10% of that, you know, pressure on the quarterback or on that offense in general, that's a pretty good stat. He's quick off the line of scrimmage, and he definitely reads the ball carrier well, and he has high energy, or high motor, as some people like to call it. Now, let's get to some of the project things, some of the things he's got to work on. Like I said, he'll be 26 years old, so that's one thing that the reason why he wasn't drafted. He has an undersized frame, like I said, at 290 at defensive tackle. You want a guy a little beefier. Now, Rob Marinelli might like him, but in this offense, this defense, he's going to have to get much bigger if he wants to start on this team, or even get a opportunity to make the 53 or 55, whatever the number is this year, because, you know, they upped the number on the players on the roster. So, although he does have great fundamentals, at the NFL level, like I said, he doesn't have enough moves in his arsenal yet to battle against these old linemen. He doesn't have that yet. He's still got to work on that. Now, his age, his size, his change of direction, all of those three things are negative for him that make him a long shot to make this team. But hey, all of these guys are here to battle and compete. You never know what happens. Like I said, there's always a diamond in the rough. There's always a guy that's going to be your pet cat that you're going to see that emerges from these undrafted guys. And you're going to be like, you know what? He might have an opportunity to make this team. You never know. He's definitely a fighter, though, with a high motor. So, you know, he could come in here and possibly surprise this coaching staff. Who knows? Now, that's all I got on Garrett Marino. Let me know, those of you that know who he is, let me know what you guys think of him. I'm going to continue doing these videos on the undrafted free agent guys. So, I'm going to do Luther Kirk next, the safety. So, I'm trying to get all of these guys together. It's just hard because, like I said, I'm in transition of moving and everything. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about Garrett Marino. It's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Talk to y'all soon.